It's a Minnesota defense that loves to blitz, but they only bring 3, and Moss throws to Jacoby Lane, complete for 5 yards.
Playing at the top of the screen at corner.
That's big news for Minnesota. He's missed the last couple of games with injury. Here's the screen to Mark. On the move, and he completes. Mekhi Lemon, who was injured against Michigan a couple of weeks ago, has checked into the game for USC. And Woody. And a quick throw out to Kyron Hudson, his first catch today. And he's able to 117 yards. That's the most yards Minnesota's allowed in a game this year. Moss on the move again to his right. Kyle Quentin Joyner into the game, and he'll get the carry in relief of Marks, and he patiently got to help that they're committed to the run, doesn't it? High snap. And quick throw. There is Zachariah. Moss steps up, and Branch has it.
Uncharacteristic.
47 yards for the former Minnesota kicker, Michael Lance. Taylor, who had a big game last week against Michigan, the back, and he gets the first
Defense. What is his coverage versus our personnel grouping?
Here's Darius Taylor. Patient to that hole, and then cuts it back. And Taylor's out near midfield and delivers a blow. Right back to him. With a couple of tight ends. Major running behind both of them. Mason Cobb blew it up in the game for Minnesota. Brosman got hit on the arm, pulled it down. Now on the move, lofts it. Jump ball, and he over. They're going to be a big part of this game. The nearly 31-year-old Mark Crawford puts it up. And Zachariah Branch at the 10-yard line. Out of the pistol. Woody Marks swallowed up right away. Loses. Here's 2nd and 13. A lot of space out there for being near the line of scrimmage for Minnesota's defense. Moss goes to Kyron Hudson last week against Michigan to help set up what was nearly a dramatic comeback. The wind maybe kills this punt from Eddie Czaplicki. Parrott
blowing a different direction. It's almost swirling, as PJ Fleck kind of told us.
2nd down at 7 for Minnesota after the Taylor run. And there is Spencer. And he's a great relationship with the new quarterback, Brosmer, developed in the offseason. Now here's Marcus Major under center on 1st down. Gives it to Taylor. Taylor makes 1, then 2, then 3 men. So far this season. He's going to get it again. Huge hole. Breaks a tackle.
Well, there's so many layers to that, but clearly he was talented.
Brosmer steps up, and he ton of freedom at the line of scrimmage for him. He's going to give to Major, and this is Taylor. Spins away from him, mostly from deep. And on a windy night, he plays it perfect. He was 10 yards. Moss is going to keep it. And he's on the move. And he throws.
I think it's a factor for both teams, just depending on, you might get a little 10-10. We wanted to be able to get some points there before the win.
Here's Marks. Running behind, been a little bit banged up. Miller Moss with time gets hit at the last moment. They've missed his last 4. Goes back to the ground. Woody Marks, 2nd down. Woody Marks into space. Moss throws it complete, first on defense. Back to the ground. Woody Marks splits the 2 tight ends in the game. Moss steps up down the seam to break. Play upcoming. Their first drive ended with a missed field goal. Quick throw, Deuce Robinson. He's got a block through the timeout. USC sets it up. 3rd down. They hand it off. Woody Marks. 1st down. Brian Jackson's first carry. John Joyner comes free because they're setting up the screen to Woody Marks. And pulled by Moss. There's Mekhi Lemon. And he stays on his feet, and Lemon gets back to Woody Marks. And side Miller Moss the back. Moss looking to throw. Pressure picked up. Czaplicki holding for Michael Lane. Flag down, our first of the game. As Daniel Jackson makes the catch. And he's still going.
Offside.
Now see how he responds from that penalty.
Marcus Major, he jumps through the hole, and
And dictate terms with that movement like they did with their running back on this snap.
Darius Taylor breaks into space. Flag down, Taylor down the sideline.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Feed him again. Taylor taking his time, gets knocked back by Jalen Smith. Couple of tight ends in the game. Here comes pressure. Brosmer, flag down, fade to Daniel Jackson.
Defense, offside. Defense number 14.
At the field for the Gophers. Here's Taylor in trouble. Easton Masquerade is their last play. Jackson's the receiver at the bottom. Brosmer looking that way. Throws it out to Brosmer with two tight ends behind him. And Minnesota, play clock is low here for USC to start this drive. And it's a touch for Zach. Productive drive before it ended in nothing. Here comes pressure. Moss steps into it. Five-man pressure. There's Makai Lemon. First down USC. Out at timeout. This is Joyner. And he has been steady all afternoon and into the evening. Joyner again. Joyner breaks a tackle. Joyner loses the football. It's loose. Script 51 and a timeout. And Darius Taylor with a Brosmer 4 of 5 passing in this game. They've run the ball at such a huge clip. On 3rd and 1, sneak and a
Plays with 105.
Back to Darius Taylor. Taylor breaks through a tackle and not afraid to try from well beyond 50. Brosmer. There's the running back Taylor. First down and ball comes out. And USC. 3-man rush. Pressure. Moss gets it down. One-handed catch. Woody Marks. He's racing for the side. Trying to prepare on the sideline. Set up a screen again. Zachariah Branch. Coy Parrish. Moss to throw. Pressure. He gets away from it. On the move. Looking. Fired. On a windy night. He gets it away. And he.
The outcome of this game.
Brosmer sets up the screen. He's got it to Marcus Major. Another running back reception and another for either team. 25 yards, and it came on a screen. Now here's Darius Taylor, his first touch of the second. Back to Major. And Major gets inserted for USC's offense last week in the second half. Here's Brosmer to throw. 3rd and long, and for USC to get him to get free. They've not done much in the punt return game this year, and they won't do anything here. That checks up beautifully. Defense did its part, forced the punt. And here's Woody Marks back to work after chunk play on the ground. Moss wants to throw, and he steps it up to Kyron Hudson. And Hudson's able to. A couple first half drives that were double digits in play length. Team off near the end of the first half. Play action. Moss. Pocket closes up, so he emergencies it out to Woody. And here's Marks. Breaks away from Lynn. Still from Minnesota. Miller Moss to throw on 2nd down. A dive. Moss. There's Branch. He's got a couple blocks. Breaks away from one. This Minnesota defense this season. They entered number 1 in the country. Here's Woody Mark as well. Quick pass again. Kyron Hudson gets a block out in front. Woody Marks back to the ground. Huge hole. Woody Marks cuts it up. And Olsen, the tight end, has come into play fullback. And Miller Moss shifts out to the top. Direct snap. Woody Marks. And Woody Marks. Lance. Coy Parrish wants to return it. He's tapping his chest saying, give me a chance. And then he only gets out in the PJ Fleck era. That was a loss to Minnesota. Today's done it on the ground. There's Elijah Spencer with his 2nd down. With Brosmer under center. Taylor, not much there.
The looks that he's getting and how to deal against them.
Back to Taylor. And
Number 6 in white, his physical presence, but right now he hasn't really got close.
no, but Devin Tompkins.
Brosmer, and then trying to find a way to continue to be stout against the run, obviously, here.
Here's Taylor. And Taylor takes that.
Give him 3 plays at the line of scrimmage at times.
He goes back to Taylor, and he gets the punt team off. They bring Marcus Major on. He's going to keep it on. They've used Darius Taylor in the Wildcat, and that extends this drive. Brosmer, play action. And he's going to get it down to Taylor. And Yogi, he loves getting.
Dylan Lobby, 68 receptions last year.
Quickly out to Major again. This is a first in motion. And he'll get beside and behind. Now play action. Brosmer lets it fly. Brosmer into coverage. How many snaps we'd see him for tonight for USC. Back to the ground. Darius Taylor for the Gophers. USC backs out of pressure. And bats. Crawford sits it down at the 10. In the open end of the end zone. Miller Moss throws. Last year. Great amount of crowd noise here on 2nd down and 10. And Woody Marks delivers a block. Miller Moss.
Offense, 5-yard penalty.
Perfect in that category so far. Woody Marks again, nicely blocked, breaks a tackle for Woody Marks. And now a quick throw. This is Kyle Ford, and he breaks a beast tonight. And I was going to take another handoff. A flag comes.
Personal foul, illegal helmet contact, hands to the face, defense.
USC kind of taking the crowd out of this game right now. Back at in the first. Feed him again. And he. 3-man pressure. Joyner off the edge, and he gets there. And 8 pressures the last 2 weeks. One of the most in the nation. Now Brosmer sets it up to throw it back. Taylor still on his.
Tonight for Minnesota.
Give it back to him. Taylor, patient, cutback, big hole. Taylor out inside the 30, breaks another. Brosmer, quick throw. He gets it out to Daniel Jackson. Nice block from Lemecki.
Holding, offense, number 0.
Brosmer, blitz coming, and he gets it off his first completion to the tight end tonight. That is Lemecki, Brockington. Those are the receivers on the field right now for Minnesota. Brosmer is going for Jackson. Sideline.
Defense, number 2.
No, it has been a big one tonight. Brosmer, here's Marcus Major. Jump cut. Hits a wall and then bounces forward. Still Major in the game, the running back. Brosmer keeps it.
But this is a moment.
Miller Moss on first.
Intentional grounding, offense.
Woody Marks has had a big night. He stands beside Moss. Helps pick up the pressure. Moss throws incomplete. Just 2 tonight against the #1 pass defense in the country. Coy Parrish sent back by Czapleski. He's going to try and make something out of this, but he cannot.
Personal foul. Kicking team number 4.
After USC's second 3-and-out of the night. Brosmer throws, and it's brought down. Air yards or more for Minnesota tonight. Brosmer steps up, got some space, gets a block from Taylor, and PJ Fleck's favorite sound. Here's Darius Taylor down to him. Under 4.5. Brosmer complete. Daniel Jackson and another first meetings. That's how involved he is. Here's Marcus Major, fresh legs to the sideline. Couple of tight ends in the game. Darius Taylor feeding him again. Cuts it back. Darius Taylor dances. Taylor gets down. 2nd down and 1. 2 tight ends. Tie game. Darius Taylor's carried the load on. Taylor, the running back. It's been his night. It's belonged to him. He gets the carry here, and he gets. Brosmer gives back Darius Taylor. He gets hit. He stays on goal. Brosmer, sneak, waiting. Tush push again. Brosmer, they push him in.
It set tells you all you need to know. Brosmer, helmet's over. I mean, that looks into me.
Unless he lost the football. So we got to see here. Does he still? He could have just kicked the body on their feet. Moss steps into pressure and
Miller Moss.
4-man pressure. Moss steps up.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct, defense for simulating Brandish
to the 40-yard line. Moss steps up and he connects. Deuce Robinson, first down in empty backfield. Moss on the move to his right, and that's wide for the Trojans. Moss pressured, throws it, and it's not. Moss, here's Mekhi Levin. Levin's in space. First down, looking for the sideline. No timeouts for the Trojans. Moss to the end zone, intercept.
Top safeties in America decided to stay home. And how about that leap?
We got to make sure this is a catch, Yogi. And now he's 9 seconds away from this.